Your Majesties.
Angelica. Unlike her mother.
Oh, yeah.
The persistence and the reoccurrence of this dream is enough reason for me to be worried.
There is nothing prayers and faith in God does not conquer. Nothing.
I know that. I am aware of that. But the fact that the queens before me had just one male issue each, and I'm yet to have mine. I mean, isn't that enough reason for me to be worried about this particular dream?
Yes, you should, Your Majesty. Because I believe so much that there are things God revealed to us through dreams.
What is he trying to tell me? I mean, what is he trying to reveal to me? In the dream, I stand alone. I'm helpless. I watch this kingdom crumble. Why? What is he trying to reveal to me, Father? What is he trying to tell me?
Let's put everything to prayers. The word of God says, pray without ceasing. I believe that when we pray, we expect the best. So let's put everything to prayers.
Thank you, Father.
Your Majesty, I want you to make God, always make God your best companion and don't lose sight in his words. Now, I want you to write these passages down. It will help your spiritual life. John 16, verse 13, also verse 33. Daniel 2, verse 44.
I brought you some cake.
My daughter, I don't think I want to eat that cake now.
Why, Father?
Let me go straight away and say this. I need to get out from this palace, go elsewhere, do something worthwhile for myself. No, I can't continue living here, just cutting and watering flowers all the rest of my life. No.
Father, how can you say a thing like this? Why say a thing like this? Father, if you leave us and go, then who will take care of us? Who? We need you here, Father. We need you to be here. We need to be here together to support each other morally.
My daughter, I don't think you understand what it means for a man to go through misery all his life. No. No sign of life or hope in the horizon.
Did any of you see that?
She should bring His Majesty's jewels.
If you see her, tell her His Majesty wants to see her immediately.
You see what I was just saying? Look at what I was just saying. No regard, no respect whatsoever. Whatsoever. Etalowa, etalose. Etalowa, etalose.
Dad, when my car used to take me to school.
Of course it is yours and it will always be at your service. Except that it will be parked in the palace when you're in school.
It's my car, right?
Yes, it's your car.
Dad, I want my car to be parked at Adobe's house whenever I'm not using it.
I'll think about it.
Your Majesty, the matter you asked to be given priority needs your attention. It's on your desk now.
Continue eating, my dear. Killing duty becomes your father. And pour more of the juice.
What do you mean you're scared? It is an honor for you to grace my bed and subsequently enjoy the perks of having favor in my sight.
Your Majesty.
I am the law and order in this kingdom. I am fear to some, while to others I am total nightmare. But for those whom I choose to call my own, happiness is what I become. I will be to you what you want me to be.
Angel, where's your daddy?
He went out some minutes ago. Mom, he didn't want to join me yet.
Sweetheart, I'm not hungry yet. I'm here to look for your father, but if he gets here before me, tell him that Father Anthony is not to leave, okay?
What's wrong with you? In the restroom.
Ah, lady.
My lord, Father Anthony is waiting to see me.
Well, let's not keep him waiting, shall we?
When I came into this family, I found out why the forefathers never toyed with their faith and why they embraced the life of prayers. Desmond, I've seen enmity, I've seen antagonism and evil machinations directed at this family.
Well, there's nothing anybody can do about it. Many people want to bring down this monarch, and by God's grace, I've been able to bring them to their knees. Ike land is mine, and as a matter of fact, Desmond. Yes, my love.
I've been having this persistent dream. A dream about the fall of a kingdom, and each time I watch helplessly as it happens. I'm not going to take this lightly. And with the spiritual direction of Father Anthony, I want you to join me in prayers for this kingdom. Help me do this for our Lord Desmond.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's very impressive. But that means you're not coming to my chambers tonight, is it?
Your Majesty, my king, Chief Obidike is here to see you.
Tell him I'll be there in a moment.
Your Majesty, what I am saying in effect is that we simply cannot allow the Uram people take over our land. The next thing they will do is to take over our kingdom, and we cannot afford to be dragged into modern slavery. Never.
So what do you know about this land and land dispute?
Your Majesty, not much, but I think Paul Osagwe knows a great deal about this land matter. He was with your father, the late Igwe, in the final delineation of the boundary between the two communities. I'm sure he knows something about it.
Kizito.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Could you get me Paul?
Yes, Your Majesty. Is here, Your Majesty?
Your Majesty.
Yeah, Paul. Obidike and I are raising very important issues about this whole land dispute thing, and I want you to tell me what you know about it.
Okay. Your great grandfather in those days leased our land to people of Uromi for some farming purposes. Now, when he wanted the land back, some of them refused, so a dispute arose. So we've been trying to
Juliet, I want you to drop these things and then go to my room and wait for me.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Yes, Paul, I want you and Obidike to put your heads together and find a lasting solution to this problem, eh? I'll see you all later. Good night.
Your Majesty, we are talking about Ikaland. Ikaland!
I said good night.
Good night.
Just like that.
Hey!
King Desmond Detaoba. Yellow said the Basia. Desmond Detaoba. Wait the law said the Basia.
You are all aware of the religious foundation of this palace. And the fact is, the spiritual life of each and every one of you should be in the light of piety. I want to stress on the obligatory importance of going for concussions at least once a month. Where are you coming from, Juliet?
I want to attend to His Majesty.
Well, my daughter, that's the situation I found myself in. I don't understand.
What injustice?
At all, I don't understand.
How can he remove you from a post you have held even before he was born?
Imagine.
And then turn you to a common gardener. What was he thinking? Who is that person that has the wealth of experience that you have gathered in the service of this palace?
I don't understand. I don't.
Hey! Who is that replacement of yours? This boy. Okay. Don't worry. I'll see to it, eh? I'll be there.
Paul, I'm the highest authority in this kingdom and my activities are unquestionable. I have the power to choose who becomes my chief of staff and who becomes my gardener. Your era belongs to the past, since we are now moving into the computer age. I am a trained biologist, whilst Kizito here is a trained lawyer. Now, on the other hand, Paul, what is your academic qualification? None. Kizito is more qualified for the job, that is why he got it. Now, out of my own magnanimity, I tell you to tender to my flowers, and then suddenly it becomes so difficult for you to do. Kizito, what is so difficult about watering flowers?
Your Majesty, that is the simplest job anybody can do.
There you have it. Could you show this man how it is done?
Of course, Your Majesty. Simple. You just take the hose. You water the flower.
Why do you have to tell him you slept with me? What is Father Anthony going to perceive of me again?
But Your Majesty, the Queen said we should always go for confession.
Do you even have to go to confessions at all? Huh? Can't you just be in your own privacy and confess to God alone if your guilt is weighing you down?
Your Majesty, the Queen always asks us to go to confessions, and there is no way I would have refused.
Listen, I don't want certain people being sure of certain things I do. They could very well wallow in their speculative ignorance for all I care.
But Your Majesty, it is still a secret, since the confessions made to the priests are not divulged.
I do not care on the stupid tenacity on the secrecy of confessions made to them. I care about the fact that I must still remain the enigma they ponder. I am the perfect man. I am the law and I am the order. Henceforth, confessions in this palace should remain optional, and I will inform Father Anthony and my lady about it. Leave.
Your Majesty.
I said I know what to do.
Father, the truth of the whole thing is I'm pregnant for him.
For who?
For the king.
Is he aware of it?
Not yet, Father.
This is capable of destroying the happiness of the royal family. Before we talk about the implications of this wicked and scandalous act between you and the king, I want to state unequivocally that Abortion is not an option here. It's not an option. It will never be. I hope you know that.
Yes, sir.
Juliet, I want you to let him know about your pregnancy status. It's very important. Huh?
Desmond, it is culturally and religiously unacceptable to treat an elder the way you treated Paul. It is simply not fair.
So what did Paul do to you that you had to humiliate him beyond every standard? Eh?
Paul. You know, Paul has become a royal martyr, worthy of giving my wife and lovely sister sleepless nights, right? Now you listen to me. He worked for my father, and as a king, I decide who works for me. Besides, I think he's too ambitious for my liking.
So what kind of ambition will make you set an old man to...
Your Majesty.
Chief Obidike, what is after you?
The people of Orom are at it again. They sent our people at the border farms home and warned them not to set foot on the land again.
I think it's about time I spoke to their king.
Your Majesty, there are official documents that actually state the boundary between us and Orom people. And I am sure that Paul Asakwe must know something about its whereabouts.
Alright. I'll send for Paul and then I'll let you...
He has left the palace.
Chief Obidike.
Your Majesty.
Go to Paul's house and bring him here at once.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Paul has left the palace.
Of course. Why won't he leave after being treated the way he was treated?
Obidike, I have every right to complain to Adobe what happened. Can you imagine I was reduced in rank? Upon that, the king and his lieutenant poured water on me.
What?
Till my whole body was soaked.
What?
You won't believe it. They used the water hose I used to water flowers to pour water on me.
Abomination.
What an insult. What an assault.
Abomination.
Obidike, as far as I'm concerned, I will not have anything to do with that palace and everything that goes on there again. Never.
Osakwe. I condemn in his entirety what the king has done to you. But remember, the land we are talking about belongs to Ika people and not to the king. Our people are denied from cultivating on that land. Our people are denied their right, Osakwe, and this is not something that I will sit back and watch and let happen. Osakwe, you must change your mind. You must. You must change your mind.
Obidike, I understand your point. I agree with you. You know what will happen? I'm going to hand all the documents pertaining to that land to you. But I will be part of the process of making peace. You and the rest go and do it. I'll give you the documents, sir.
Osakwe, do you not think that your presence in this matter is of immeasurable value?
No, I won't take that. I won't take that. Let me tell you, I will contribute in any way for the progress of our community, but not under the rulership of this month, Tukuka. Not under him. Look at this boy, young enough to be my son. So arrogant, so egoistic, so sarcastic, so pompous. I won't take it. No. Look.
Desmond, they go over. I got up to see your tails.
I got up where? No, back up here. No, you have to lose your easy. What nonsense? You have to lose one easy. Can you imagine a king young enough to be my son coming to lord whatever over me? You have to lose one easy. Back.
I need to speak to you in private. One of the palace maids, Juliet to be precise, told me that she's pregnant for you.
You'll be fine, okay?
Hey, Juliet, it's okay. Rose, why don't you run along and get some clothes? She's shivering, okay? Run along. Hurry. Juliet. Is it malaria? Oh God, you're born. Sleep alone. Sleep. Oh.
Juliet, the king said you should follow me to the hospital.
I'm not. I'm fine.
The king said...
I said I am fine. I'm not going to any hospital.
Your Majesty, I would have expected such from you.
Father Anthony, in all honesty, I do not know how it happened. But what we should be thinking about now is what we should do about it.
Your Majesty, is not what we will do now, but what you should do.
Your Majesty. Paul Osakwe has refused to be party to any effort in recovering Anna. Paul Osakwe, Your Majesty.
I know what I'll do.
Your Majesty. Juliet. What's wrong with you?
I don't know, Your Majesty.
Rose, bring her outside. I will get the driver to take her to the hospital, okay?
Yes, Your Majesty.
I asked you to be of service to me and you refused. You're my father's friend and trusted advisor for such a long time, but still that doesn't grant you any immunity to my wrath. However, I appreciate your bitterness and I will forgive you for your sin of disobedience.
Kizito! Majesty.
This is from the magnanimity of a benevolent king. Take care of the land dispute between us and the Urum people, and I assure you, you will experience my magnificence in a way you never dreamt of.
What does it look like? What does it look like, Desmond? I look like a fool to you, right? So this is how you want to repay me?
Lady, I don't understand.
You don't understand? Well, that is a lab result indicating that Juliet is pregnant. And she confessed that you are responsible.
I got something for you.
here. I'll see you later, okay?
Okay. Hey,
I just saw Kitty leaving this room. What did you want?
he asked me to date him. What do you think?
What do I think? I hope you haven't accepted that evil proposal of his.
Yes.
You'd better not, because you'll be the biggest fool if you do that. That man humiliated our father and collected his job. Why are you even always talking to him? I hope you haven't said yes.
No.
Father, I know I've heard. And I know you're the only person who can talk to my wife for her to understand me. Please. The whole palace is just turning upside down and I need your help.
No woman will be happy under such circumstances with her husband. And I know you would call for her head if she were to be pregnant by another man. I know. Your Majesty, all she needs now is a lot of moral and emotional support. And I need you to understand that. All the same, I will come and admonish her. Yes, I will.
Desmond, I said that she is lucky I did not find her in that palace, or else I would have torn her to pieces. What a scandal! I mean, this is simply outrageous and contemptible. Desmond, I am ashamed of you. Because neither your forefathers or your fathers were like this. Is this the kind of legacy you want to bequeath to the future Chukwukas? Oh, you want to drag the name of this prestigious family to the mud. God will not allow you. You hear me? I said I must find that girl. Rubbish.
Hey, crocodile tears. Did you not remember these days when you were sneaking into a married man's bed? Eh? Did you not? Will you not waste my time and go and pack your miserable bag and baggages and get out of this palace this minute? I said do that this minute!
I decide who stays in this palace and who leaves. I am the law in this kingdom and my words are divine pronouncements. Juliet is the mother of my child. And she can decide to stay for as long as she wants to. Have I made myself clear? Have I made myself clear?
That's what, is it me you're talking to? Pack your things before I come out. Is it me you're talking to in front of? This is so crazy.
So as we could see, that was the last of the beacons put there by surveyors organized mutually by the two sister communities. We are happy that you brought those documents. Otherwise, it would have seemed as if the snake seen by Ika people turned out to be a python.
Yes. See, that's why the vulture is always thankful to God for the life of the elders who continue to tell the young ones that it's not food for consumption. It's not food for consumption. Let's all go home now and tell our king that we can start.
Thank you very much. Bam! Thank you. We are equally going home to celebrate the maturity and diplomacy we have applied, achieving the success. Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Bye bye.
God, I don't want to lose grip of things. I don't want to lose this baby, and I know keeping it is making the tension in this palace suffocating. I really have to be on top of this situation. I have to.
Who is it?
Your Majesty, Chief Obidike is here to see you over the border issue.
Tell him I'll be with him in a minute.
Okay.
Your Majesty, the case is over just like that. Just like that. Paul reached out to one of the elders of their community who fished out their own copy of the land documents. We went to the boundary together to see things for ourselves. And they agreed with us, went home and told their king to stay out of the land.
That's excellent. In fact, you and Paul deserve a reward, and trust me, I'll definitely reward you.
Your Majesty.
Kizito! Kizito!
You're such a generous man, Kiz.
What do you expect? You are the girlfriend to the second most powerful man in the whole of Ikaland. And you should have a feel of what it tastes like to associate with powerful men.
Very true. And doesn't that make me the second most powerful woman in this kingdom?
You want to test the powers? Just say anything.
What you want?
Sorry. Kizito.
What?
The king needs your attention.
God! That was close!
Linda. I want you to outshine the rest of these girls and any other in this kingdom. I am going to make you the envy of the whole girls and the queen of my exciting world. Now I want you to sing that through while I go rub minds with the king.
Okay. Fine. Why are you crying? Why? Stop crying. Wipe your tears.
I've tried harder. But I can't.
Then try a little bit more harder. Try a little bit more harder, okay? Now, where's everybody?
We've all gone out.
It's alright, Juliet. It's alright. By the way, Juliet, why have you chosen to be weeping over a situation you should be grateful to God for? Why? Juliet, if I were you, I'll be celebrating now. I mean, big time celebration. You know why? Juliet, I think it's about time you started assuming the affliction of the mother of the future king of this kingdom. Yes.
What are you talking about? If she's a girl, what happens?
If she is a girl, then she becomes a princess. And that makes you a mother of a princess.
you will raise her up in your own palace. Come on, Juliet. Come on. Imagine yourself as a mother of a princess. And imagine yourself having your own palace. Juliet, are you aware that you're the queen? You're already a queen because you're carrying a royal blood.
How did you get to know all this?
That question is very simple to answer. Let's just say Linda here have our own little ways in this palace. Look, enough of that. Now tell me, how and when are we celebrating?
Celebration? Celebration? Come on, Linda. What celebration are you talking about here? I still feel guilty that...
Guilty about what? Why are you feeling guilty? Why? Tell me. Juliet, are you dumb? Wake up!
I'm guilty. Linda, I'm guilty because I took liberty with Queen Angela's kindness.
Oh, really? Really? Is that what you think? But I think that you're so stupid. Look, you served Queen Angela and you should be ready to be served. If I think more of that. Come on, wake up! Wake up, reason with me. Why can't you reason the way I'm reasoning? Come on, Juliet, wake up!
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's okay.
And your diplomatic astuteness and the way you handled the border dispute between us and your own people. But the king is pleased with you and wants to see you immediately.
I'll be there as soon as I dress properly.
Let me prepare your mind. The king is extremely pleased with you and has expressly elevated your position from, what it used to be to a palace secretary. And of course, the royal custodian of culture.
Tell the king I'm most grateful.
Don't keep you waiting.
Your Majesty.
Why is she leaving?
I was told the king would not want a child to be born in this palace out of wedlock.
So why are they taking her?
I have no idea, Your Majesty. No idea.
Sister, you really need to see the duplex. It is furnished to taste, and there is nothing I will tell you here that will do justice to the splendor of the house. Do you now know that Juliet has her own maids and bodyguards?
You see how the king is wasting the money he never knew how it was made, and those people who made it.
Papa, I couldn't believe it until we got there and Kizito took me right. You and Kizito. Linda, you and Kizito again. Papa, if there's any way you can explain to this girl that her association with Kizito is not a good idea, please do. What is wrong with you? What are you doing with a man who collected Papa's job and even humiliated him on top? What is wrong with you? Papa, warn her. Warn her. Why not to leave me alone? What does she think I'm doing with Kizito anyway?
It's okay. Don't draw attention to yourself anyhow. Stop this noisy bickering.
Papa, you call this bickering?
What is it? Huh?
Okay.
Who's bickering?
I've said my own. I've said my own. I've said my own. Papa,
Warn Rhoda! Warn her! Look, Papa, now I know that Rhoda is certainly short-sighted. She has refused to see the big picture. Look, Papa, I'm only using Kizito to assure our continued stay in this palace. As you know, he's very influential and...
I know he's influential. But if you must work towards that, be very close to the king first of all.
That's what I'm doing!
Use your brain, be tactical, use strategy.
Juliet came into my life like a thief, and consequently I wasn't vigilant enough, but fell to the desires of the flesh. You deserve better, and trust me, I'm going to make it up to you. You know by now she just left the palace, which is actually a good thing because it's going to give us time to re-establish what we used to have. My wife, please find it in your heart to forgive me.
Desmond, you're my husband, and I cannot feign ignorance of your weaknesses, which I always pray you will overcome. I forgave you a long time ago.
I'm thankful for the prayers you pray, but I think sometimes you pray for the good of this marriage way too much. You are my wife, and it hurts me to know that you're more inclined at sacrificing my conjugal rights on the altar for your personal spirituality.
Desmond, we cannot overemphasize the importance of prayers and the continued existence of this dynasty enough. Your late father was a very spiritual man. He believed in the efficacy of prayers and stayed away from numerous men who wanted to share his bed. I married him in the last days of his life. He never touched me. But having spent those days with him made me realize the impact.
Listen, I'm proud of the old man, but as of now we are talking about me, not him. Come into my chamber tonight and let me feel your warmth.
I wish I could, but I still need some days to round up my novena.
So in effect, you're not joining me, right?
I'm sorry,
Who are you going to?
The queen needs fresh nightgown. Your Majesty.
Come with me.
Is that true? I'm telling you, it's a lie. See, stop.
No, wasn't Grace.
No, nothing.
Where is Linda?
She went to the Queen's chamber.
Oh. Right, I'll check her back.
Give it to her. Rose and I have been wondering if it's only Linda you always give gifts and money to.
No. I'm sorry I've not been putting the needs of you girls into consideration. But now you have drawn my attention to it. Just sit, relax, and watch what happens next.
Grace, what was that for now? Eh?
We deserve it.
Deserve what?
Gifts and money.
We give you gift. See, if you are asking for gift, ask for yourself only. Don't call me again. Okay?
Wish girl.
Thank you.
Yes. Have you seen Linda?
I thought she came to your chamber.
She was supposed to be. I can't find her. Besides, I've been told dinner is served and I'm not sure my husband knows.
I will get her immediately.
Please. Okay?
My lady. Where?
Your Majesty.
My lady. Well, tell me you've come to warm my bed tonight.
Well, I've just come to inform you that dinner is served.
Baby, you can just forget about dinner whilst we ride on the tides of ecstasy throughout this sensational night.
That's right. You always have the sweetest of words. But it's not going to be tonight.
Okay. Well, your mere presence satisfies my sexual desires for you. I'll join you soon downstairs.
Kisha, what are you doing here?
How was it?
How was what?
The seductive Mirajova, having found a favor in the king's eye, going to bed with him just to feel powerful and better than the rest.
I don't know what you're talking about. I only spend a little time with Kisha.
Don't you that? They like it. Or I will make you regret to take it home.
Desmond? Desmond! I did not do anything. I only spent a little time with the king.
Your Majesty, please, save my daughter's life. Save my daughter's life. What's going on? Kizito is killing my daughter. What? Kizito killing my daughter. Yes, yes. Please, save her life. Save her life. Save her life.
Kizito, this is unacceptable. It has never been done in this palace, and I hold you solely responsible for causing such pandemonium here. Whatever it is, you should have reported it to me first before taking any decision on your side. I make the decisions.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
So what went wrong?
Your Majesty, Linda is my girl. And she is supposed to stay away from you.
Kizito, are you forgetting something? I am the king. I have been divinely empowered to sleep with whoever that catches my fancy. However, because you're my trusted friend, and because you're my loyal friend as well, and because she is your girlfriend, I think I'll pass. However, let me get it into your head that I'm totally disappointed in the nuisance you caused because of the girl that anybody could sleep with.
Linda. Linda, you are talking disappointment. Disappointment! How would you allow the king to have carnal knowledge of you? And just immediately, Kizito beat you up. And the king did not as much as scold him. The king you just slept with came and took the hand of the one that beat you up and told them went into his chambers. What does he tell you? What does he tell you? That you are nothing to the two of them. You're just a letdown. A letdown.
I'm sorry.
Why would you on earth even allow Kizito to touch you? Eh? Your sister Ruda was telling me this, but I did not listen to her. I didn't listen. Eh? Look at Kizito. Everybody in the whole palace knows that Kizito runs roundly with Juliet. Eh? A man who is talking further just to pet from one girl to the other. Let me tell you, as far as Kizito is concerned, you are just a number. You are nothing. Linda. Itagoba Teose.
I'm sorry.
Itagoba Teose.
I'm sorry.
Should somebody with your Highness?
Are you about to say your house? You have been clever enough to have schemed your way this far. But let me ask you one question. How would you feel if someone stole what you worked real hard for? How?
My princess, it has always been unfair to steal from others.
What moral audacity do you have to say what you just said? When you are seated, tightly, comfortably enjoying what you stole from a woman who nurtured you.
My princess, I've sincerely begged Her Majesty for forgiveness. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry for all the whole pains. I'm sorry, my princess. And I'm using this opportunity to beg you to forgive me.
It is only God that will forgive you.
I am not comfortable here because I know it's for a while. None of those things you see here belongs to me. They will be here when I am far gone, after I must have put to bed. I am sorry, my princess. Please, I am deeply sorry for all the pains I must have caused all the members of the royal family.
I have been taking very good care of all of you. But you take too many liberties. I don't need to tell you what will happen if such actions and frivolities repeat again in this palace. Rhoda, Your Majesty, you now have the responsibility of attending to my husband. Yes, Your Majesty. Rest of you, carry on with your tasks. Do you understand me?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Hello, Princess Ada. My queen. How are you?
I'm fine.
See, I am so glad that you came into this home. And I also appreciate your efforts towards ensuring that peace abides in this home. But I need to make you understand one thing. The life of a royalty demands more than that. You see, your husband, my brother, Desmond, his weakness is his voracious appetite for women.
Which some of my mates have taken advantage of.
Because you have allowed them to. You see, Desmond is unlike my father, who was very disciplined. So he needs a firm grip to be kept on leash. You need to be in the system. Yes. He needs to think about you all the time and then see you as a physical representation of his sexual fantasies. I mean, he is your husband. So being close to him that way will not stop you from being close to God.
Ada, I am trying my best.
It is not enough, my dear. You need to try harder. And you see, you have to stop all this compromising attitude with your mates, unless they will continue to cause you grief. I was just coming from Juliet's house. You need to see the money Desmond wasted there. Even though I had gone there with the intention of tearing her into pieces. But when she spoke to me, I was speechless. Yes.
Your Majesty, your clothes are ready.
Wait outside the door.
Okay, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, I thank God Almighty for your calmness and sense of maturity you took to Julia's case. You know, in as much as the church found out adultery and fornication, at the same time it cannot be supportive of abortion. All we owe is to preach faithfulness and total abstinence.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Father, for your constant spiritual support. God bless you.
God bless.
I've sent someone to tell my husband you're here.
Oh, that's good. Thank you very much. You know, I've not been around for some time now. I traveled to Enugu for emergency pastoral meeting. That's why I've not been around.
It's okay. You're welcome.
Brother! Why did you give me a robe without a button?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. Please forgive me. I never knew. Give me a second.
You know what, just get me a new shirt.
Your Majesty, you're gracefully intelligent and redefined. To know that the color of the shirt you're wearing blends with your mood today.
What do you mean?
Colors, Your Majesty. I love colors. I love the things they do to us. I love the way they influence our days and define our moods. They brighten the hardest part of our days and make us glow from within. Colors. That's what they do, Your Majesty.
You know, not only are you beautiful, you're intelligent.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
What would you say about the color I'm wearing?
Fred. Fred, Your Majesty. It means different things to different people. But no one can dispute the fact that it means power
speed, and energy. But above all, Your Majesty, means love, passion, and desire. I'm done, Your Majesty. May I go now?
Yes.
Your Majesty, your forefathers embraced church with both hands and stayed true to their faith. They never questioned the tenets of this true belief and instituted a calm monarchy on that foundation. Your Majesty, how can you just wake up and proclaim that confession is now optional? How, Your Majesty?
The only reason why I can take this insult from you is because you're a reverend father. If not, you would have seen the other side of me.
The other side of you? With due respect, Your Majesty, I mustn't fail to tell you that you are gradually destroying the spiritual life of the royal household. Yes.
On the contrary, Father, you and your holy Son of God attitude are trying to obliterate the right of the royal household to the freedom of worship. I believe everybody in this household has the right to worship God in whichever way they receive it. Do I make myself clear? Do I make myself clear? No.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. You startled me. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm sorry for scaring you. They're just going on and on about some religious fanaticism over confessions. And I just don't know why. I just don't know.
Your Majesty, you're a good man. A kind-hearted and considerate king. You mustn't let anyone make you seem otherwise. Your Highness, you shouldn't bother about the confessions, lest you become the sinner amongst all. Just let it be. Come out. Come out and let them see the true person that you are. Let them see you in the true light of who you are. Perfect king. That's who you are. I'm done, Your Highness. Thank you.
Neither I have apologized from the depth of my heart. I'll make it up to you in any way you deem fit. I'm sorry about what happened, and I promise never to lay a finger on you again.
Kizito, you're a devil. If you had killed me then, would you be apologizing to me right now? Oh, no. It might interest you to know that I know how many girls you've had affair with in this palace, but never raised a dust over it. I only spent a little time with the king and you signed my death warrant.
Linda, you are my happiness.
And you'll be my death if you don't leave me alone.
thought my sister was warning me against going out with you out of jealousy. But now I know better. Kizito, leave me alone. Lover boy, leave my sister alone. Leave my sister alone. Consider this a warning.
Your Majesty.
What is it?
Your Majesty, I just want to satisfy my conscience, but if I err by what I'm about to say, I would gladly accept any punishment.
Nobody's punishing you, Rose. Now tell me, what is it?
You've been like a mother to us all, and I am most grateful to you for that. I also understood why you called us all the other day, and it pained me. But, Your Majesty, I believe you too can contribute in no small measure to stopping such incidents. Yes, by getting close to the king. Some of us here, we can't say no to him when he demands sex. He is the king and we are just maidens in his palace.
Thank you, Rose. Really?
You are king, you are king, you are king, like a child you sleep, yet when awake you rule. You are king, you rule.
Grace, I want you to think about this carefully and let me know your mind.
I really don't need to think about it, because my duty in this palace is to serve the queen and nothing more.
I need you to think about it. I need you to put all the things you stand to gain into consideration.
You know what you want, Kizito, but unfortunately, I cannot indulge myself in such sinful practices as fornication. I don't want to keep my queen waiting. Excuse me.
Grace. Grace.
Oh, Kizito, Kezaito. Oh, Kizito. Hey, my dear friend. Kizito. Look at the way she just disgraced you. You think she wants to be beaten up? I love you, Grace. Grace, I love you. Nonsense.
At least she's got more value than you.
Desmond.
Mother, please don't stop singing. Mother, please. Mother, just don't stop singing.
Desmond. Your Majesty, what time did you leave my husband's chamber last night? I cannot tell, Your Majesty. Your Majesty. What was he doing when you left? Sleeping. Sleeping, Your Majesty. He asked me to sing a song for him. I did sing, and when I realized the king was sleeping, I left for my room, Your Majesty. Is there a problem, Your Majesty? No. You can go.
I called you to this chamber because I want you to know you're a very different person, and as such you should be treated differently. Now, I wouldn't want this to be one of these emotional mishaps I always have with the relationships. You're a very special person, and I want you to be the woman who will make my heart skip.
It would be an honor for me to be your mistress. But I already made a promise to God not to give myself to anyone except for the one whom I'll marry. I know you believe in God, and you certainly will understand what it means for one to make such a promise.
I told you I understand you, but I also want you to understand me as well.
May I leave now, Your Majesty?
Please.
Juliet's bodyguard occasion just called. Say that she is in labor, and they've already taken her to Russia.
She's in labor. Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, your wife has delivered of a baby boy.
Son.
Yes.
I have a son. How can I see them?
Highness, we would want you to give this issue a conscious thinking. It is the only thing you do to make this child legally yours and acceptable.
You are real elders in every sense of the word. Now I don't really have to think about anything because you've already considered all the options available.
Thank you, Your Highness.
I want to thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Highness.
And I'll always remember this singular act of support.
Thank you. Thank you.
What I want is the biggest naming ceremony this kingdom has ever witnessed. I want the creme de la creme from all walks of life in attendance.
Don't you think baptizing the child should be the first thing we do?
Baptism? Okay, you might have a point. Alright, fine. We'll have this quiet baptism and after that we'll have a ground-shaking, record-breaking naming ceremony. You're welcome to my palace. You know, Father, I want you to forgive me of all my transgressions because I've actually forgiven those who've wronged me.
I have forgiven you all, Your Majesty.
That is what we call a man of God. He's forgiven me. Father, another thing, God has blessed me with a son through Juliet. And he's blessed me further by bringing you here. We're just talking about a little baptism for my son. Could that be possible?
Oh, it's very possible. We owe a duty to baptism.
What else are we talking about, Father? Kizito, could you get the father anything he wants?
Of course, Your Majesty. Good. Your Majesty.
Desmond II, you are truly my successor. Today I give you authority over all Ika land. And no man born of a woman can stop it. What I want is the biggest naming ceremony this kingdom has ever witnessed. I want the creme de la creme from all walks of life in attendance.
My king, don't you think baptizing the child should be the first thing we do?
Baptism? Okay, you might have a point. Alright, fine. We'll have this quiet baptism and after that we'll have a ground-shaking, record-breaking naming ceremony.
It's my son.
Tell me what the biggest news.
You're welcome to my palace. You know, Father, I want you to forgive me of all my transgressions because I've actually forgiven those who've wronged me.
I have forgiven you all, Your Majesty.
That is what we call a man of God. He's forgiven me. Father, another thing, God has blessed me with a son through Juliet. And he's blessed me further by bringing you here. We're just talking about a little baptism for my son. Could that be possible?
Oh, it's very possible. We owe a duty to baptism.
What else are we talking about, Father? Kizito, could you get the father anything he wants?
Of course, Your Majesty. Good. Father, Your Majesty.
Desmond II, you are truly my successor. Today I give you authority over all Ika land. And no man born of a woman can stop it.
I brought your robe.
You know, every time I see you, I just come alive. Where's my queen?
In her chambers. Praying, probably.
What would it take for you to just look at things from my perspective? What is it?
Your Majesty, I just got a message from Juliet's bodyguard. Desmond Jr. is no more.
What are you talking about?
Your Majesty, your son is dead.
Killed my son, Desmond. Desmond, they've killed my son. They've killed my son.
Etelogba. Etelose.
Juliet, I cannot say I know how you feel. I can only imagine what it feels like to lose a loved one. Do take heart and accept my deepest condolences.
Thank you very much, Your Majesty. And how is His Majesty taking it?
Not too good, I'm afraid. He has refused to come out of his room and he has refused to eat or drink anything.
Oh. Your Majesty, you've always had a magic touch on His Majesty. Please, do something about it. Please.
Take care of yourself, Juliet.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
There is no other way to explain this. Your friend have decided to revel in a celebration of abomination. And this is something God really abhors. And you know what he did? He took that innocent boy away.
Princess Adobe.
Your Majesty.
Kizito, how are you?
I am fine.
My queen, where have you been?
I went to Juliet's house. How could you? I had to go and see her, Princess Ada. She lost her baby, and she used to work for me. The least I could do was pay my condolences. Anyway, have you seen your brother?
No, but I went to bring your daughter when I heard he refused to eat.
Very thoughtful of you. I just wish.
Daddy, open the door. Daddy, open the door.
They killed him. They killed your brother, Desmond.
Where's my brother?
Desmond.
Where's Desmond?
They killed him. Oh, Your Majesty. You killed him. You killed my son. You gave him the wrong baptism and you killed him.
Seriously, I don't get this. A man does not lock himself on the death of his son. I mean, he should be out here receiving visitors that come here for condolences and all. Father, what is wrong?
May the good Lord forgive him. He attacked me. He said I killed his son.
He attacked you?
Yes, he did.
Father, please, I am very sorry.
What sort of nonsense is this? Huh?
God, what is this? What kind of problem is this? What is this?
My queen, there is no problem. I'll be on my way now. There's no problem. I'll take care of myself, huh? No problem. I'll be fine.
I have seen you smile, and I've also seen you angry, but I've never seen you in grief. I understand the way you feel, and I sincerely wish to make you feel better and happy again. Gosh, I have missed you so much.
Your Majesty, your tears, they break my heart. I came here to wipe your tears away. I want to be all you desire at this point. I want to heal your broken heart. Please, your Majesty, come with me.
Mom, who is Desmond? Daddy said that Desmond is my brother. Did I have a brother?
Eat your food, Angel. Stop talking at the table. It's bad manners.
But Mom...
Your auntie is waiting for you.
Okay, Mom.
I need to come to this. Now, everybody has abandoned me.
Don't worry, my daughter. Such is life.
Papa, hey, when Desmond, my son, was alive, I used to be the golden goose that laid the golden egg. Now the Desmond is dead. The vicissitudes of life have never given anybody the leisure of certainty. It is one thing today and another tomorrow. But in all, our ability to learn from them is the dominant factor you should hold on to.
Wipe away your tears, my daughter, and face life boldly as it is facing you.
No amount of tears will bring him back. Just live your life to the fullest. And make sure that that part of him that is remaining in you is happy.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Stop crying.
It's not like I don't like you. I easily get hurt. That's why I avoid matters of the heart.
So what do you want us to do about it?
Now that you've come back to your vivacious self, we can now live our separate lives. I do not regret breaking a covenant I made with God because of you. You're more than a man, Your Majesty. I do not regret giving you what I gave to you. And for that reason, I will move on.
No, that shouldn't be an option. Your love has just eaten up all my fabrics of resistance for you, and I just can't imagine living life without you. You mean so much to me. You've shown me things that I never thought were there, and you just want to leave me at the crossroads. Baby, now just tell me what to do and I'll do it, please.
Your Majesty, the thought of another woman near you would send me to an early grave. I want my own man. Since I can't have you all to myself.
No, I'm not going to allow you to slip through my fingers just like that. Just give me some time to fix things and trust me. I'll show you what you mean to me.
such a beautiful soul. You say the nicest things. You touch my heart in so many special ways in such a short time. I can't imagine. Neither can I explain.
The death of my son threw me into a period of painful mourning. It gave me the opportunity to confront myself and equally set me on a journey of self-recovery. However, I'm pleased to let you know that I'm very much alright.
Splendid. Splendid, Your Majesty. We've been so worried. But now, I believe we are all happy to see you on the throne. And in this high spirit.
I guess so. My period in solitude has serendipitously given me answers to questions I've been asking myself and God for such a long time. Now the answer is that I am going to get married. And I'm going to get a new queen, which would eventually launch this kingdom into a challenging but treacherous orbit of modernity.
Your Majesty, we already have a queen.
That is my father's queen. I want my own queen. Now.
Your Majesty, who is this beautiful maiden?
Are you thinking of marrying another wife?
My elders, in due time you know who this beautiful woman of my life is. Thank you very much for coming.
I understand that he has not been thinking clearly lately. But I'll do everything in my powers as a priest of the Most High to see that he does not marry two wives.
I would really appreciate that, Father. Desmond needs help, and that is something we must all give to him.
And who is this kid that he wants to marry?
One of my maids, Rhoda.
My God! Rhoda! Jesus! Oh my God. The world is turning into something else.
How do I look, Your Majesty?
Exquisitely beautiful. So as you can see, this palace is made up of solid gold, which I brought from Saudi Arabia. Yes.
This is atrocious and cannot be condoned. I cannot be a daughter of this family and allow this to happen. Never. How can a common maid suddenly turn to a queen in my father's house? Hey! Eh? How did it...
But of course, you know this is the sitting room where, as the first official to us, the Queen, you can only receive unofficial guests here.
Well, of course, Your Majesty. Of course.
Now let me show you the rest of the palace.
Thank you. Majesty.
Your Majesty, I insist you are surely walking the road to perdition. And you are certainly on the verge of destroying a monarchy by marrying 2 wives.
And I want it to get into your thick head that I was never really married. Now I want to marry. What do you even know about marriage anyway? A perpetual bachelor like you meddling in the affairs of married people? Just stay away.
May the good Lord forgive you. But I mustn't fail to tell you that you are not being fair to Queen Angela. You are not, Your Majesty. You are not. Think about it.
Alone is the king. There's trouble in the land. Yes, alone is the king. Alone is the king. Disaster in the heights. Yes, alone is the king. Gloomy is the sky. Yes, alone is the king.
What do you really think about it? I don't know what you expect me to think about it. Eh? But I cannot stop my daughter from marrying who she wants to marry and then deny her chance of enjoying this life. No.
Paul, we know the confidence and trust the late king had in you. How do you feel between this trust and confidence? How do you feel?
Father, I don't expect you to understand. After all, as a reverend father, you have access to everything good about life. Yes. But I am not sure you've entertained the fear that you could wake up one morning and realize you've been turned into a master servant. It happens.
Paul, all that glitters is not gold. I want you to sit down and consider the consequences of this act. It will do you a whole lot of good.
Etelo wa, etelo se.
Juliet, why are you doing this? Allow these boys to take these things inside.
Take what inside? Take a very good look at me. Do I look as if I am hungry? That you and Desmond want to turn me to your royal refuse dump? Take them back to him. I don't need them.
I understand the way you feel. I assure you, I am going to talk to the king about this. But right now, what I want you to do is to calm down.
Calm down? Did you just say calm down? I can't calm down. I'm just getting warmed up. You know, Desmond has now found himself a new love. And suddenly, I've now become history. When he was sneaking me into his private chambers, I was his love, lover of his soul.
I'm here to make a royal pronouncement. Henceforth, Paul is no longer a worker in this palace, but my father-in-law. Now, Linda, naturally you return to your sister, and I want the rest of you to go back to your duties as you were doing before.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Enjoy the rest of your night, and I'll see you all tomorrow.
So, I was just a baby-making machine. And now that my son is dead, I've now become irrelevant.
Is that why you rejected the food stuff I sent you?
Desmond, food is not the problem here, for God's sake. You know, I have emotions, and my sentiments should not be ignored.
Listen, Juliet, I am married. And you should understand what it means to value the sanctity of marriage.
Desmond, marriage was one of the things you promised me, for God's sake.
Well, not before I found favor on the side of Rhoda.
Really? Ah,
We have a visit on the palace. It's embarrassing. Certainly not surprising. Well, my dear, Slave, I think you've overstayed your welcome and you should get out of my palace right now before I order the guards to throw you out. My love, I cannot believe you. I don't understand you. I mean, how could you possibly allow that trap, that dirty, filthy, stinking trap, to speak to you in such a manner? How? A slave? A common slave? One whom you try to clean up and yet nature refuses. Oh, my love. Your Highness. A king. That's what you are. You are king. You shouldn't let her speak to you in such a manner. As a matter of fact, I think it's high time she was sent back in from that house. I want to convert it to my personal guest house. Or better still, let's convert it to a poultry. Yes, my love, a poultry. I'd rather have birds and chickens living there than that slave. So what say you, my Highness? A guest house for your queen? Or a home for the birds and chickens to live in? Guest house, I'd say. Huh? My king, you are my husband, and I have the deepest respect for you. But I will advise that you seek the face of God at a time like this. I will still remain a pillar of support. I'm aware of your decision, and I respect your decision. And I want to let you know that I'll be strong beside you.
Brother is serious about throwing you out of this house. So the best you can do is sell the things you can and move away the things you can sell.
Honestly, Sister, thank you very much. I don't know how...
Juliet, there is no need thanking me. It is the least I can do. Despite the fact that you betrayed the beautiful relationship we had going on for the king's illusion of an affair.
Linda, as things are right now, we are just a few steps away from taking total control of this kingdom. I need your support. I need you to stand by my side. You're the only person that I can trust. And that is why I want you to be my eyes, my ears, my everything. Meaning that I want to know everything that's happening in this kingdom. I want to know everything that happens behind my back. I need to know.
Okay, I'll make sure of that.
And Kizito.
What about Kizito?
Apart from being a chronic womanizer, that man is uncomfortably unpredictable. I want to know what his plans are. I want to know what his plans are so I can be on top of his game. I want to know every single thing he plans on doing. I don't trust him.
Okay.
Your Majesty, food has been served.
Get out. As I was saying, Kizito is the only person who has the ears of the king right now. And that's why I want you to watch him very closely. I want to know what he's up to. I want to know what he's thinking. I want to know what he says. I want to know what he plans. Right. You have to be very smart in all this. You have to...
Your Highness, the king and my queen request to join them at the table.
Such impudence. Your Highness? You address me as Your Highness? Kneel. You fool. You will address me as Your Majesty.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Go back in there. Tell the king and Angela that I said I am not hungry.
Yes, Your Highness.
Kneel. Your Majesty.
Yes, Your Majesty. Oh, get out.
Such impudence. Your Highness. She addresses me as Your Highness.
Finally, my dear elders, my father's palace has turned into something else. And my brother has totally lost the power to reason properly. I need help. And I need the help right now. Because something tells me that he is under the influence of something very negative.
You have spoken well, worthy princess of Ika Kingdom. I myself, I am a witness to the abominations going on in the palace for some time now. Elders of our land, we must do something. Yes. We must do something now, yes. Or else.
Why did you refuse to join us at the dining table?
Because I do not wish to be poisoned, Your Highness.
What do you mean by that?
All of a sudden, you fraternized with Angela, and you deemed it necessary to come here and question me because I refused to join you for dinner? Have you ever questioned her, Your Highness? Oh no, you haven't. That is a woman who has no shame. A woman who has the effrontery, the guts to sleep with the Reverend Father in this palace, right under your very nose, and you do nothing about it. How could I forget? She is the good person, I am the devil. What did you just say, Rhoda? I said, what did you just say?
Said this times without number. This girl will kill the only brother I have. Huh?
I've been praying about it and talking to the relevant authorities. But the height of the madness is accusing an ordained man of God of adultery.
I have been pushed to my limits.
And you must endure to the end. Yes. As human beings, our duty is to do the one we can and leave the rest to Almighty God. Huh? Let us pray.
A slave who became a concubine? How pitiable. Well, my dear, I have very bad news for you. I actually intend to convert this place into my personal guest house. Yes, guest house. Guest house. Then be my guest. My dear, your foolery does not surprise me. Only fools act the way you do. Guard,
Your Majesty.
go in there. Move every single chip belonging of this woman, slave, and throw them out here.
All right, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, there's nothing in there. Don't be an idiot. What do you mean there's nothing in there? Watch her. The slave must not move an inch. Slave. You! Where is she? Where is she?
She's gone out.
What? Fool! That's what you are. I gave you a simple instruction. Do not allow the slave to move an inch! And what did you do? You practically allowed her walk away. A fool! That's what you are! Linda? Linda?
Yes?
Well, my dear sister, I think Her Majesty will be a better answer.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I feel better. Where is the king?
I don't know. It's like he went out.
Rhoda. Please, where is the
And what may I do for you?
I said, where is the king? Where is the king?
Father Anthony? You have to begin to realize that my husband, the king, is a very busy man. I should be left alone to relax once in a while by busybodies like you. I want you to leave this palace right now. That is an order from the Queen of Ikar land. Leave this place right now!
God have mercy.
Okay. You won't leave? I'll leave.
Rhoda,
She
Rhoda.
said you should leave. Leave!
Very good Lord for me.
Amen. Bye-bye.
Rhoda! Rhoda, I can't.
Rhoda.
Rhoda.
Rhoda is Her Majesty, not Rhoda.
What is it? What do you want from me? What do you want from me, Rebecca? What? Listen, I am a respectable married woman. I don't have time for these amorous advances of yours. I'm not Angela. You have to realize that. I am not and will never ever be Angela. Don't play with her for all I care. I don't have time. Did I just hear you call my name? I am a very kind and humble person. But kindness does not mean that I give you my title. What do you want from me?
Rhoda, are you insane? Did you just address the queen like that? And what were you saying to the Reverend Father? It did not occur to you that he's a man of God. Eh? My friend will come back here. Are you kidding me?
Linda! Your sister and Princess Adobe are fighting.
Fighting? My sister, Adobe.
Hey!
Are you okay? She has the airport. Just let me. Just let me. I should cut my crown. Adobe. Adobe, go and punish you. His Majesty. Just let me. I should cut the crown. His Majesty. The real queen has been snatched. Sorry. Get my crown. Get my jewelry. Sweet slaves. His Majesty. His Majesty.
To touch my wife and the Queen of Ikaland is the biggest insult anybody can do to me. I'm not going to take this thing lightly at all. I am going to make sure.
Your Majesty, you need to be calm about this. If you treat this matter with anger, you might make a lot of mistakes.
Kizito, are you aware that they've pulled the tiger by the tail? And I'll make sure they pay for their ignorance. Do you understand me?
Your Majesty, when Angela was married into this palace, she was respected and treated like a queen. Now you have decided to marry my daughter. Why can't her be treated the same way?
Just take it easy, Paul. Everything will be alright.
No, Your Majesty, how can I take it easy when your wife ganged up with her sister and Father Anthony and beat her beyond recognition? Eh? Please, do something about it because my daughter is still precious to me.
Paul, everything is under control here. I still my father-in-law. I'm going to take this matter seriously because I'm still a man and I can handle it like a man does. Okay? You may leave now. I am fed up with the stupid rivalry that has nearly caused the death of my lovely wife. I want you to pack up your belongings as soon as you see the light of day.
Desmond, what did I do?
You can only take your car, personal belongings, and nothing more. Do not touch anything that belongs to me nor my father.
Desmond.
Your Majesty, we're going with you.
Kizito. No. Take them back into the palace. You have to stay here and manage this place.
Manage this place? And take orders from Rhoda? I know, Your Majesty. I have never disobeyed you before. Not even once. And none of those people here has ever disobeyed you. I'm sorry, we are going to disobey you today. Wherever you go, we are going.
Would we have a king with no kingdom? Would we have a king with no evil done? Reasons why the birds sing no more. Reason why the laughter is gone.
Yeah. Take care of yourselves with this.
Listen up, everyone. I have our transport fare here. We are all going to Princess Adobe's house.
Gods! Gods!
Why is my gate open? Your Highness, I have always told you that all the slaves we have in this
God!
Animals! I think we should wait to the palace and inquire what I
God! Why is my gate open?
I always told you they're animals, senseless cowards, animals, that's what they are.
God!
Animals! Animals! Desmond! 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 Oh. My goodness! What are you doing here? You came to fight me again? Desmond!
Hey! You connive with my queen, my love. You connive with Angela to beat her up and you have the audacity to talk to her this way? Get out. Get out!
You heard him. Get out of the palace. Leave. Desmond. Okay. I promise the two of you one thing. You will get the consequences of your action very soon.
One more thing. I demand my daughter immediately.
Oh, Your Majesty, it's about time.
Now go.
I need to see it.
Sit down.
Is she still there? Oh, she is.
Baby, are you okay?
Yes, you know.
These gods. Gods! Gods! Father Anthony, the influence my forefathers used to establish the church is what I still have today. I even have it 10 times more. And I can easily destroy that church if I want.
No man has the powers to destroy the church of Jesus Christ. And no man has powers to destroy the church of Jesus Christ. Father Anthony, Italowa, Italose. Mind your language. You are talking to the king of Ikaland, and more importantly, my son-in-law. You wanted to kill my daughter? Now you have the effrontery to try to mess up.
Father Anthony, your services to the royal household is no longer needed, and I don't want to ever see you in the palace again. You disgust me. You hide behind this white robe to commit adultery with people's wives, even with my own wife.
Yes!
You will surely rot in hell, and I don't want to ever see you in that palace again. Because if I do, Father Anthony, if I see you in that palace again,
May the good Lord forgive you. May the good Lord forgive you. May the good Lord forgive you.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
OBDK, my eldest, I want you all to go home and rest. I'm sure by now you know what has been happening in the kingdom, but I want you to know I'm still at the helm of affairs. I am having a reawakening and a progressive reorganization of this kingdom. So it is really not necessary for you to be here. Thank you very much for coming, and I wish you well.
Your Majesty, but...
Rhoda, you've been living with these people for some time now, and it actually beats my imagination. They would actually leave and abandon you and I with the Queen.
Your Highness. The Queen?
I'm so sorry. Angela.
Oh, my love. My love, you surprise me. I mean, how could you ask me a question when the answer is so glaring? Need I remind you that I am dangerously attractive and can stand and compete with any beauty queen anywhere in the world and still outshine them? Oh, my love, the girls couldn't stand that. They couldn't believe that I would be the love of your heart. They couldn't live with the jealousy, and they all had to leave. That's why they left.
But I thought the men were also jealous.
Oh, Your Majesty, Your Highness, men. You cannot believe the kind of heartbreak they go through every day. You need to see it in their eyes. They all want a piece of my body, but they can't have me. You see the sleeves? It's all written all over their eyes. They're so sad, looking at my flesh lustfully. But no, I refused for them to touch me, and that's why they left. They all had to bow out because they knew I will never, ever cheat on you. How? That's why they left.
But how come I never saw it that way?
Your Highness, your father hired these people, and they were loyal to him. I think it's high time you hire your own people who will be loyal to you.
I think that's an excellent idea.
You, I thought so too. Oh, Your Highness, you don't have to worry. All of them dumb slaves. We need to get your own people who are going to be so loyal to you. I won't let them touch me, Your Highness. Papa, do you like the food?
Very wonderful. So sweet. So sweet. You cooked?
No, I got it from a fast food joint.
Linda, when will you learn how to cook? Don't forget, before long, suitors will begin to come your way.
Papa, I have told you to relax. Because your daughter Linda will get married to a wealthy man where there will be a lot of maids that will cook for me and do all the cooking. I don't have to worry about, any quick cooking.
Okay. What if the wealthy suitor or husband picks on one of your mates?
Papa, he dare not try it.
So if he tries it, what happens?
He won't try it now, trust me.
No, but Linda, if he tries it, what happens?
I will kill him. He will never try it. So far, relax, okay?
You can really tell what they will say. You kill it.
Yes.
You can really tell what they will say.
Your Majesty.
How come there's no food for me to eat in the kitchen?
Oh, Your Majesty. I didn't blink an eyelid all through the night. I don't know why. Just go to the fridge and get something to eat. When I get off bed, I'll make something for you. My love, come on, go. How could you forget your reason we didn't sleep last night, huh?
Go, Your Majesty. Later I'll make something for you to eat. No pain, no gain.
My little angel, come and give me a hug.
I won't hug you. What did my mother do that I had to send her out from this palace and marry a new wife?
My love.
Is she a new wife? My mother's maid.
Shut up, you stupid little good for nothing small child. It is your mother that is a maid.
Take me out from this room.
Come back here! You see that? Adobe and Angela have been poisoning her mind towards God. You see that?
Kizito, my bosom friend.
Linda! Linda! Yes?
Why are you shouting my name like that?
I just checked the fridge now. It's practically empty. The kitchen is all dirty. All the pots and plates are there, dirty, hanging everywhere. There is no food for my husband, the king, to eat. And I ask myself, what are you doing in this house? My dear sister, a lot of things. Like making you understand that it is your duty to cook for your husband. That is what housewives do for their husband. I believe you gathered a lot of experience in that field when Angela was still a queen. Will you shut up your mouth? How dare you speak to me in that manner? I am the queen of Ikaland. I don't blame you. Oh, of course I don't. How can I blame you? Of course I don't. Your mama practically drank everything in the fridge. You drank the whole milk. You've eaten everything. You brought all fat. You have enough energy to speak to me in that manner. Maybe you should go and find some servants who can tolerate your excesses. Linda, I am your queen. You're not the only queen in this palace. You feel that? How do you move like that? How do you think because I'm for you? Stop it! Stop both of you! You dare to touch my crown! Oh, Your Majesty, she touched my crown! Stop it!
I know why you're fighting is because of house chores. This is Chijioke. He's going to do the house chores and cook for me as well. Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
Till I lay my hands on you! She dared to touch my crown! Your Majesty!
Chijioke, go straight to the kitchen. Is the food not ready?
Yes, sir.
Address me as His Majesty.
Yes, sir. No, Your Highness.
His Majesty.
Majesty.
What are you doing here? Have you washed those clothes I asked you to wash?
No, Your Highness.
What's that supposed to mean? When I call you, you answer me as Her Majesty.
Majesty.
Therefore, drop every other thing that you're doing and go and wash those clothes. Now! She's okay. She's okay. Have you cut the flowers I asked you to cut?
Well, drop every other thing you're doing and quickly go and cut the flowers before I begin to receive visitors. No. Who's the queen? You're daring me. Okay, we shall see. Receiving visitors indeed.
Chijoke, I'm going out in the next 15 minutes and I want all my cars washed.
Which one, Your Highness?
Do you have a problem with washing cars?
No, Your Highness.
So then I don't know which one I'm using. Just wash all of them.
You mean all of them?
Rhoda, I must commend you for wresting the control of the entire palace from the hands of our enemies. I'm happy about that. But that's not enough. There are a whole lot of other things you have to do.
Like what, Papa?
Getting this power is one thing, but keeping the power firmly in our hands is another. So I want you to run the place smoothly and orderly.
But I'm trying, Papa.
I know you're trying your best. Take for example, the whole palace is right now in shambles. Look at the little Chijoke. He runs around from here to there and everywhere, and that's not fair at all.
Papa, as for Chijoke, I feel no pity whatsoever at all for him. He's a slave. Slaves should work hard and work very hard. That's what he should do. Papa, what do you expect me to do? I am queen of Ikaland. I should do household chores. I sit and I wonder what Linda is doing in this house. She thinks she's royalty. She sits, eats, gets fat.
Hey, who is calling my name there?
Who is calling my name? Oh, Rhoda, it's you. Rhoda, respect yourself. Respect yourself, Rhoda. Look, do I look like your maid? I am not your maid. Or was I the one that told you to scream everybody out of the palace? You dare to speak to me in such tone? One more word from you and I will so throw you out of this palace. Rhoda, you cannot do anything. You cannot do anything, okay? Let me once more remind you that before Abraham, Jesus was. What is the meaning of that? You figured it out. You think you're royalty. You are nothing without me. You heard her, Papa. She thinks she's royalty.
It's okay. It's okay.
Papa, what now? More Rhoda.
It's okay. That's alright. What's all this?
Her Majesty, since I'm going home, I can't continue. The workload is too much on me, because.
Can you please stop irritating me with your laziness? Stop trying to be stupid. You do nothing yet you complain so much.
Listen, no, you can't just leave like that. I was planning to get you more hands to help, but as you can see, it's raining outside and it's very dangerous for me to go out now to get you there. Help! Listen, take your bags back inside, and tomorrow, I promise, I'll get you more hands, okay?
Your Majesty, you need not beg him. What is slavery? Slavery is hard work. Go and work hard. He just complains over nothing, Your Majesty, over nothing.
Just go back inside, please.
Look at him. Fool. Stupid fool. My lord. Your Highness, you need not beg him. He's a slave. They're meant to work hard. He's just lazy, and yet he talks too much.
You should know you're the problem with this house. You don't cook, you don't clean, you don't do anything.
Finally, we have decided that the king owns the land, but the people own the king.
Yeah, own the king. Yes.
Our queen must be brought back. But Obidike, you and 2 other elders that we appointed later should go to Umueze
where Queen Angela is staying and inform her that the Ika Progressive Union has decided that she must come back.
Your Majesty, it will be very nice to work in your palace, but as it is now, none of my children has agreed to work in your palace. They say your wife is unfriendly.
Thank you very much for your consideration.
You should have stayed. They are looking for whom to kill.
Mama, I heard that the so-called new wife is very wicked.
Yes.
Very wicked? Hey! Let us go.
Your Majesty, my queen, if you had gone back to your people's place, it would not have been easy discussing about your coming back. But I thank God you made it to this place. And to our princess, I thank you for making her very comfortable here. Thank you.
I thank you for your support in this trying period. I know my husband has been under the manipulations of evil, but I put everything in prayers. Chief Obidike, I would not refuse your request to come home.
Your Majesty, Ika Progressive Union wants you back. You are our queen.
Chief Obidike, you're coming to my palace today. It's a tremendous indication that all is well.
All is well.
We all have talked about this issue, and we all know that Angela would definitely come back to the palace when the time is right.
Yes.
Chief Obidike, thank you once more for coming.
Adora! Adobi! Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It's nothing. It's nothing. Oh, it's nothing.
What is wrong with this boy? I hope he's alright.
Oh, he's fine. He's just fine.
Are you sure?
He's fine.
Paul, since it's nothing, tell him that the Ika Progressive Union will see him tomorrow.
I don't think he will have the time to attend to you tomorrow. No.
He does not have a choice. The IPU is ready to get to the root of all this problem. And is even ready to banish whoever is found guilty of causing all this trouble.
Obidike. Now, Desmond may still be young, but he is the king. You have to respect the monarchy.
Anyway, just get my message across to him.
Okay.
Are you sure this boy is alright?
He is quite okay. He's okay.
Alright.
Yeah? Okay, good night.
I think that when you don't have a very handsome face, you should try to position your face in a nice manner, just to make you look good. Anyways, go to the kitchen, check if the pepper soup is ready, and get me some. Also, get me a glass of wine. A bottle of wine. And don't forget to bring the wine glass. Just one. And hurry.
The soup is on fire.
And the wine glass. The wine.
There's no wine in the fridge.
Don't be stupid, Chijioke. Go to the king's wing and get me a bottle of wine.
Wing?
Goodness! Chijioke! Chijioke! How?
What is it? What happened to him?
I don't know. I think he's pretending. I just asked him to go and get me a bottle of wine and...
Chijioke! Chijioke!
Is he dead?
No. He needs fresh air. Help me. Help me take him to the palace.
You're going to carry him?
Chijioke!
He's dirty, Papa.
No. It's okay. Oh, sorry. That's all right.
Fine.
Okay, take it easy. It will be all right. Take it easy. No.
You'd better get well soon.
You stress yourself so much. You run up and down. Don't rest when you should be resting. Your Majesty.
My love.
What is going on here?
Chijioke is not feeling very well.
He says he's not feeling very well.
But it's getting better.
Get up and go to your room.
You'll be alright though. Check the cheese. Your Majesty, Obidike was here on behalf of Ika Progressive Union. He said they will be visiting tomorrow to see you.
Alright, then I guess I'll see them tomorrow.
Okay. Now listen, they will be coming tomorrow to pay him a visit. But their purpose of coming is to ban anybody who is causing trouble in this palace. So we need to win them on our side. You have to prepare a special meal for them.
Of course I will.
I trust you.
You know I will.
Okay.
Papa, I just want to tell you that I cannot take this anymore. I can't take it. Look, Rhoda is intentionally stabbing me in this house and I can't take it anymore.
Come back, Linda. Come back. Linda, come back.
Take this. Put it inside the rice after 5 minutes. Don't taste it. I've tasted the rice already. It's okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Majesty.
Majesty.
So, DJ, the issue is what we are discussing, and it has to be the way the matter is, Your Majesty. We have to. This matter is not what we can roll inside. Yes. Because if the issue is not well, then we are in problem. You are correct.
I greet you, my
Our beautiful lady, the Queen herself.
My Oma.
Oh, sorry. Well, my elders, I greet you again. My husband, the king, insists that I say this myself. Well, I prepared a very sumptuous meal for you people, so you can eat something after you finish deliberating.
We can't be talking of food now. We have crucial state matters to discuss, and you are talking about food.
Of course, you are correct. Let us round up the matter before we go into another thing.
Talk about food now.
the elders. It's like they don't want to eat.
For the elders. Hey, food in this house. So there's food in this house and Rhoda choose to starve me, eh? Hey. Look, Chijugi, I'm really starving. I'll have to eat this food. Chijugi, I hope I will not cause any problem for you.
I don't know. For the elders, I know they said they don't want to eat. But for Big Madam, me, I don't know.
Forget about Big Madam. Please get me some water. But there's food in this house. Okay. We shall see.
Father, you have every right to sack me out of this office. Please, I just want you to forgive me. You're the only person that can help me out at this point.
Your Majesty, I have no grudges against you because I have forgiven you a long time ago. Yes!
Thank you so much, Father. Thank you.
No problem. But you're welcome.
Father, there's one last thing. Please, I want you to beg my sister and my wife to come back to the palace. I have tried to reach them, but to no avail. Please, Father. Please just tell them to come back to the palace because I'm truly sorry for all that I did to them.
I will talk to them. I will talk to them. And I believe God will touch their heart.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
King without a kingdom. Desmond, come on, suck my breast. Desmond, come on, suck my breast.
My lady, since you left me, I've been a king without a kingdom.
Desmond, your people are loyal and have waited earnestly to have their king back. The one who had always cared for them.
TV. Enjoy various genres of entertainment programming from the comfort of your home through our satellite-delivered channels in your favorite languages: French, English, Swahili, Twi, Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, and so on. Our Forever Dubbing Services. With the largest number of dubbing studios in Africa, we can help you dub your videos to major languages in Africa: Swahili, English, French, Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, Wolof, Zulu, and so on. Our Forever YouTube, the largest YouTube partner in Africa, with over 500 channels of top African entertainment and millions of eyeballs daily. We help thousands of video creators make money on YouTube. Our Forever, the revolution is on.